everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my May favorites for you guys. I know I usually post the favorites in the month that I'm actually talking about. I'm a little bit late this month. June has been so far crazy and May was crazy as well. So today is the first time that I am sitting down so I can film this video for you guys. Sorry that I am behind, but I guess better late than never, right? So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys a couple of my favorites from this past month. I honestly don't even know if I'm going to be able to do a favorites for June for next month because, you know, I feel like with working and just going crazy, I haven't even gotten a chance to try out any new products or anything like that. I actually haven't even opened the things that I bought for myself from Ulta in my Ulta haul. Like the majority of that stuff was for my kit, but the few things that I actually got myself, I haven't even opened yet. I mean, the box is right there. I'm looking at it. That's willpower and also really bad. So I do have a couple favorites this past month that I want to share with you guys. These have been my ride or die this past month. Like I said, with being so crazy, I haven't really been able to try any new products or buy any products for myself. So these are just the things that I've been using like crazy this past month. So I hope you guys enjoy. And let's get started. Okay, so the first product that I want to talk about are actually some of these goodies. I actually got these in a box from Kevyn Aucoin, and I got these at the beginning of May, I believe. I actually did a blog post on them as well, so I'll leave them down below. But I was sent, along with their powder palette thing, I was sent these. These are their molten lip glosses, and I am so in love with them. Honestly, they come in all these colors, as you can see. Again, I did do a blog post on them, but the one that has been my obsession, and I'm actually wearing it on my lips right now, is this one. This is in the shade, nope, not that one. This one is in the shade Rose Gold, which I have been loving. Like I said, it's on my lips today, and I actually put a little bit of my Stila Caramello lipstick underneath, but I love these. The thing that I love the most about them, which as you can see, this one is in the shade Copper, but it has such an amazing applicator, so it has that point so you can really get into the lips and really just apply this really beautifully. I think that's one thing that I love, and I remember my mom was actually trying out a couple of these lip glosses as well, and that was the first thing she said to me. She's like, Ashley, not only are these like really, like she tried this one, this is in the shade Carbon, and she put this on when I came downstairs, and she's like, not only are these pigmented, they're so easy to apply because of the applicator. So I totally agree with her. I feel like these colors are so beautiful, and these are ones that, you know, even though this one is really intense, I feel like this is a color you could use, especially in the fall time. I just feel like these are great colors, and I mean, they can look kind of intimidating maybe to some people, but I feel like these are really wearable colors. They're really pigmented, they're really beautiful. Like I said, Rose Gold has been my obsession this past month. I think I've seriously worn it like every single day, especially last week. They're not sticky at all. You know, some lip glosses can get really sticky and really glossy, and even though they're like a molten kind of metallic-y kind of finish, they look really beautiful on the lips, as you can see. So of course, they can always look different depending on the lip base that you have underneath. But for me, for kind of everyday wear, for everyday kind of a nudie color, that's why I've been loving Rose Gold. But I also love this one. I've used this a couple times as well. This one's in the shade Titanium. Also really beautiful. So I've been loving these lip glosses this past month. I mean, they're really great. I'm so thankful that I was actually sent these by Kevyn Aucoin, because never would I ever try these out, probably. Not only because Kevyn Aucoin is a very high-end brand, but I mean, I have some of the metallic ones. I have like my Jouer, you know, Skinny Dip, right? Skinny Dip, yes, Skinny Dip lip topper, and I love all those kind of lip glosses and everything that I have in my collection. So never would I go out and get these, but I'm actually glad that I was sent these, because I've fallen so in love with Rose Gold that probably after I use it up, I will go ahead and repurchase it. So I've been loving these this past month. These are the Kevyn Aucoin Molten Lip glosses. I'll link them down below for you guys, as well as I'll link for you my blog post where I swatch these and discuss them a little bit more. Something real. Oh, that's good. Knocked every freaking brush on the floor. Son of a... Speaking of brushes, one of the brushes that I've been using a lot this month, this is the Sigma Spotlight Duster in F35. Now this actually comes in their highlight and contour kit, and you actually use it to highlight and just kind of dust a little bit of highlighter on the tops of your cheeks, so it's not really intense and concentrated. But I've been using this actually as a blush brush, because for me, I love blush, and I feel like blush really is something that complements the face. It complements your skin. It gives you kind of that youthful look to your skin, which I love. But for me, I don't like to go crazy with blush. Like, I don't like to have a really, really intense, colorful cheek. Like, as you can see, I just went very, very light today. I used the Sigma Aura powder in the saddle, and I just went very, very light today on the cheeks. But that's what I love about this brush. You know, I have my regular blush brush, but I feel like I just go very, very light as is. So having this kind of a brush, it just really deposits that blush really, really beautifully. It blends it in really nice, and it just gives you that soft blush look and blush flush to your cheeks, and that's what I love. Again, I love blush, and I really like to add it, especially on my clients, because I know people really like to have a nice color on their cheeks and everything like that. But for me, I like to keep my blush color a little bit more soft and just, you know, and just really soft, as you can see on me today. So I've been loving this brush just for adding some nice soft color onto my cheeks. Again, this is for highlighting. You can honestly just put a highlight right on top. But again, for me, you can also, if you want to, just add some highlight all over your cheek. And that's another way you can do it, use this brush as well. So yeah, I've been loving this a lot for my blush recently. I've been using it this past month. I can't like really talk today. This is the Sigma Spotlight Duster in F37. Going on more with face products, honestly every single thing in my favorites this month is a face product except for one. This has been the one that I have been loving the most this past month. It is the Becca and Chrissy Teigen palette. They recently came out with it, and I knew I had to get it. I actually think it came out the end of last month. I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I went ahead and got my hands on it beginning of May, middle of May when they sent it to me, so thank you, Becca, for sending this my way. I actually did a video on it. If you guys did not get a chance to check that out, I will link that down below as well. But I love this palette. I love the packaging. It's so beautiful. It's rose gold, and it has two highlighters in it, as you can see, and it has a blush and a bronzer. I love this highlighter. It's called Beach Nectar. I know that in my video in the beginning I called it Peach Nectar for like the whole beginning half of my video, but this is in the shade Beach Nectar, and then this one is in rose gold. I like to add this onto my blush color like you saw me do in that video, but for just the tops of my cheeks, I've been using Beach Blush. Beach Nectar. Beach Nectar the most, and recently, like the past couple of days, I've actually been mixing together these blush colors to really give a nice, you know, kind of pinky, bronzy blush to my cheeks, because like I said, I don't like to go too crazy with the blush, so I've kind of been just adding them together onto my cheeks, and I really, really love the color. I love this on its own as a blush. I think it's really beautiful, but yes, this whole palette in general is just so gorgeous. Again, the packaging, I mean, Becca never disappoints with the packaging. I feel like their packaging is just always on point. It's very sturdy, so I feel like it's really, really great quality, and the products inside, of course, is amazing quality. So thank you so much, Becca, for sending this my way, and I absolutely love this palette. I've been using it like crazy. The one that's used it more than me, though, is my mother. Bringing her up again in this video. My mom uses this every single day, and she's like, I don't know what I would do without this palette, Ashley. I love it. I love it so much. So if she loves it, then I love it as well. So this is the Becca Cosmetics and Chrissy Teigen Glow Palette. I think it's called the Glow Palette. Next, I'm going to go ahead and talk about another face product, and this is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Yes, I am talking about this now after it's been months, maybe even almost a year that this concealer has come out, and it took me that long to finally buy it and buy it for myself. And so I now have it. The only thing that I will say, I do love this concealer. I feel like it covers up really beautifully. It blends out really beautifully, but I did get the wrong shade. So I do have to buy the correct one. When I bought it in my Ulta haul, I actually realized that I bought it and I didn't get it in my Ulta package. So when I emailed them and asked them if they could, you know, send it to me, they sent it, but they did send the wrong color. So I have been using this actually for a little bit more of a highlight. Like I go in with just my regular concealer, and then I go ahead and dot a couple dots underneath my eyes, on my chin, my nose, and the forehead, just to go ahead and highlight my face just a little bit more. But I really do want to go ahead and get the correct shade so I can use it just as my single highlight for under my eyes, everything like that. But again, I actually was very surprised also, because seeing everybody hold this, I thought it was going to be a lot smaller. Maybe that was my biggest thing when I got this. I was like, oh my god, this is a really big concealer. Like, I feel like I'll get a lot of use out of this for a really long time. And like I said, everyone loves this stuff. It's like one of the best best concealers out there. So I'm so happy that I finally, after all this time, got on the bandwagon. And so I really do love it for my highlighting. So now I just have to go ahead and get the right color for concealing. So this is the Tarte Shape Tape Contour Concealer. I actually got it in the shade I bought light warm, but they sent me light sand, so this is what that color is. This is a product that I actually got in my Boxycharm box. I signed up for Boxycharm like 1 or 2 months ago, and this is what came in my last month's box, and this is a collaboration with Temptu, and this is their Liquid Glow. It's like a liquid highlighter. Love this stuff so much. I don't think this is for individual sale. I do know, I think you had to get this in your Boxycharm. I'll look it up. Like I said, I don't think they sell it individually or for, you know, to be out there. So maybe if you're looking at this and you're like, gosh, I want to get my hands on this, and then you can't get it, I apologize in advance. But I really love this highlight. I think it's a really gorgeous color. I'm gonna go ahead and just swatch it for you guys and blend it out. So this is what it looks like on the back of my hand. As you can see, it's a really beautiful highlight. It's not too crazy. It's not too over the tense. It's not too sticky. It's not anything like that. It's just so beautiful, and as you can see, it blends out really nice into the skin. So what I've been doing with this, of course, is I go in and I do my concealer, I do my foundation, I do everything like that, and before I go ahead and set everything with powder, that's when I'll go ahead and I'll take my beauty sponge or beauty blender, I'll put a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'll just tap it in right on that highlighted area, and then I'll go in later on and I'll add more of a powder highlight on top to really kind of emphasize this glow. The thing I love about it is, of course, it's beautiful with a highlight on top because, like I said, it just makes it even more intense, but on its own, it's a really beautiful kind of natural glow to the skin. I've worn it many times this past month, you know, when I have trials or when I need to just throw on my makeup and get out the door, but I want to look nice and glowy. I've gone ahead and I just apply it right to the tops of my cheeks, and it gives a really beautiful natural glow. So I really love this stuff. I'm probably going to use this for a while. I honestly love liquid highlighters. I feel like they're not used as much, but I really do like this one. So this is in the shade, it's just Liquid Glow. I don't think it has a color specifically, but it did come in the Boxycharm box from last month. And another highlight that I have been obsessed with, I don't remember if I talked about this in my last favorites, but this came in the Boxycharm from the month before that Liquid Glow, and this is the Ofra Cosmetics highlighter in the shade Rodeo Drive. I've been using the heck out of it. I'm actually wearing it today on my cheeks, as you can see, and I've always heard amazing things about Ofra Cosmetics, and again, just like the Tarte Shape Tape, it took me until now to finally get my hands on it when signing up for Boxycharm. So I have been using this highlighter every single day from the last month when I got it, and I literally, there's no other highlight on my table right now except for this one, which I actually probably need to change it up because I have been using it, I think, in 1 or 2 of my past tutorials, and so I need to change it up. But this is the only highlight I have on my table right now, and it's the one that is always my go-to. For me, I love golden highlights. I feel like they are my favorite. I feel like out of all the highlights, I love a really nice golden highlight because I feel like for my skin tone, it's really nice and complimentary. So I love golds, and so this one just spoke to me when I got it, and when I put it on, it was just like the gates of heaven had opened and the angels were singing. So yeah, this past month, this has literally been the only highlight I've been using on myself. And just from using this, I definitely want to go ahead and get so many more Ofra products. I know they have amazing lipsticks, and I know they have amazing other highlighters and things that people have been loving. I think Beverly Hills the other one that people like rave about. I think so. So maybe I'll get my hands on that one next. So yeah, I really do love this. Golden highlights are by far my favorite. So this one is at the top of the leaderboard when it comes to, who says that? When it comes to my favorite highlighters recently, favorite gold highlighters, this is #1. So this is the Ofra Cosmetics highlighter in Rodeo Drive. So I'll go to this one, and then I'll talk about a face product that I've been using the last 2 weeks, which I've been loving. So my favorite lashes this past month have been the House of Lashes in the shade Smoky Muse. I'm actually not wearing them today because I was going to wear them, but since, you know, they're kind of more pinchy, I really wanted to kind of show off the purple in my eyes today. But when it comes to kind of everyday looks, natural looks. I've been using these, though, even though looking at them, they may not be your first pick when it comes to picking kind of a natural lash. I feel like they look really, really beautiful. I think I used them in my last tutorial, and I've used them so much recently. Not too pricey. I believe these are like $9, something like that. I'll link them down below for you guys. I'll also link my past tutorial where I wore these in there so you guys can see kind of the end result and how these lashes look on. But yeah, I've really been loving these. These have been my go-to. I have all my lashes, which I kind of don't understand because since this is my beauty and filming room, you would think I would put my lashes in here once I'm done wearing them, but they are on my vanity, my desktop in my bedroom right now, and I have like 5 pair of lashes that are just sitting there. And then I wonder why I lose my lashes. There you go. I feel like every single month there's always that one lash that I continue to wear and I can't stop wearing. So these are the picks and the winners of this past month that I've been using. So they're by House of Lashes in the style Smoky News. Alright guys, and the final product for this past month has been this one by Clearasil. Now, if you guys have watched my last kind of get ready chit chat video that I posted before this, I talked a little bit about my skincare problems and I got a lot of comments on it saying, you know, everybody's skin's not perfect, and yes, that was the whole point of that video. You know, being so raw and getting on camera and showing the imperfections in your skin, it can be something that some people may find really intimidating. Some people may find, you know, just to get anxiety from. But for me, at the end of the day, it is what it is. My skin's never going to be perfect. Thankfully, right now, it has calmed down. The coverage of my foundation today, my skin looks really, really good, which I'm very happy about. And this is a product that I have been using the past week and a half, 2 weeks. And I think it has helped a lot with my skin. This is the Clearasil Ultra Rapid Action Treatment Cream. It is, it helps visibly reduce redness and pimple size in as fast as 4 hours. I actually saw on Instagram, who is it? Oh, I can't remember off the top of my head, but she has been using the Vanishing Action Treatment Cream, and when I went to my CVS, they didn't have that, so I saw this one, and I actually want to go ahead and get the other one just to see if it works as well, and you know, just as good as this one. But I went ahead and bought this, and I bought it because for me, when I get breakouts, it's not breakouts that like are normal. Like I have the ones that are really just deep down that are so impossible to get out. And I mean, you shouldn't even touch your skin and do that kind of stuff because that's how you'll get redness and scars and everything like that. But of course, we're all guilty of doing it. We're all guilty of doing it. And so, you know, I get the ones that are just so deep down there that it's just impossible for me to get out. So I wanted to go ahead and get a product that would help me with that. And I feel like my Proactive is something that, you know, because I use Proactive, I've talked about that many times here on my channel, and I love it, and I feel like it really does help my skin. When I stop using it, my skin goes crazy, but I feel like when it comes to me getting those really intense spots and acne, it doesn't help me like it should. So I wanted to get a different product, and Clearasil has been around forever, and like I said, I saw the one Instagrammer, and she was raving about it and saying how much she loved it, so I wanted to go ahead and try it, and the past week and a half, 2 weeks, like I said, I've been putting it on my skin, and it really honestly has reduced the redness. It's reduced the breakouts that I've gotten. I had 2 over here last week, and then I had these 2 right here that were so bad, and that's when I went ahead and first bought these. And within a couple days, I actually saw the size of the acne start to go down, and I think that this is a product that's really been helping me. Of course, it's not a miracle worker, and it's not something that you will see happen, like it will just be gone just like that. I've worn this the last like week and a half every single night, and it really does help. It actually says you can put it on 1 to 3 times a day, but I've just been putting it on at night and in the morning, and it has really helped my skin. It also is not too like drying, and it's not too stinging or anything like that. It doesn't, I mean, it does have benzoyl peroxide in it, which is acne medication. So if you do have really, I guess, dry skin, maybe using it just once a day or once a night is something that would be good for you. But for me, I do have really sensitive skin, and I haven't had any kind of reaction to it. I haven't had anything, you know, happen with my face where it's too dry or anything like that. So I'm very happy with that. That was my #1 thing that I was so nervous about, but it's really been helping me. And so I wanted to go ahead and come on here and talk about it because, like I said, I've been putting it on my face every single day the last week and a half, 2 weeks, and I feel like it has really helped my skin. Again, it's not a miracle worker. Your stuff isn't going to go away just like this, but it's nice to have a product that you know will work. You know, I feel like I've tried so many spot treatments and this and that and everything in between, and this is the first product that I'm actually seeing a difference and a change in my skin from just using it. So I want to go ahead and let you guys know about it. I'm going to continue to use it, so maybe I'll even talk about it again next month, but it is from the drugstore. I believe it was like 11 or 12 bucks at my local CVS. So if you guys want to pick it up for yourselves, definitely go ahead and do so. Again, I'll link it down below for you guys if you're interested. So this is the Clearasil Ultra Rapid Action Treatment Cream. Alright guys, so that is it for my May favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, please let me know in the comments down below what your favorites were for this past month. I'm always interested in knowing what you guys have been loving. As always, if you like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I have another video coming up for you guys this week, and I think I'm going to film a vlog video this weekend, so stay tuned for that and subscribe. I love you all, and I'll see you in my next video. I now have to clean up all the brushes on my floor and get some lunch, and make coffee. I gotta make coffee. Bye guys, love you.